Overcome, Memoirs of a Suicide by Kimberly Toko, Jones Media Publishing. Copyright 2020. This is the prelude to Overcome, Memoirs of a Suicide. I wanted to come on here personally and first and foremost, thank everyone for reading the book or for listening to it in this case. I designed the book to go back to some of the very first blogs I wrote after I lost my son, when I was in that really raw state of emotion, and when I was writing at that time, I was letting it all out. So what I do, as you are listening to this book, is I read one of the memoirs from that first and second year, and then I go back and reflect on it as the matured woman I am today, and explain to you, the listener, what exactly I was going through at that time and how I got through it, how I was able to overcome suicide. I also felt it would be very impactful to not only have the mother exclusively write the story, but have her voice be the audio so you can hear the real emotion of what I was going through during that time and who I am today. I put everything I have into writing this book and everything I have into recording the audio so you could hear it, because everything I have is to serve and to give back and to remind the world what love feels like, and to remind the world when you choose life, when you choose to live, it has a ripple effect and we can feel it. Choose life. Jason forever. Forever Jason. Overcome, Memoirs of a Suicide. Written and read by Kimberly Toko. Jones Media Publishing. It is not what you go through. It is how you come through it. This was not the grief I had felt with previous losses. This was a dark, thick mass bubbling up from deep inside my gut. And it burned, and without let up. It burned until I was on fire every second of every day. I remember pumping his chest and seeing through the corner of my eye the fire trucks pull up. Hurry. Please hurry. Why are they walking? Run! Then suddenly they were there, pulling me off my son, my husband running into the room. It's true what they say about things slowing down. I felt a thick fog surrounding me, forcing everything to slow. The firemen pulling out their stretcher. My husband covering his mouth with his hand as he looked down at our son. My son. I knew he was gone. I had felt his last breath leave him with a rasp and a gurgle as I tried desperately to breathe life back into him over and over again. I started pushing through the men in the room, not knowing where I was running to. I could hear someone screaming. I could feel the bile rising in my throat. Then I realized the screaming was coming from me. I opened my eyes and found I was lying on my son's bed, curled up in his pillow and comforter, screaming. I remember seeing his shoes on the floor, his shoes that will never be worn again. Grabbing the comforter, I somehow stumbled into the twins' room where Brian had the tiny babies. Oh my God. Oh my God. They have lost their brother. I no longer have 4 boys. I looked down at my hands as I crouched on the floor next to the 3 boys, my hands sticking to Jason's comforter. Sticking because his blood was drying on my hands. I was losing it. Things were going dark. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Ryan grabbed my hand. I was watching the blood dry on. All but 14 years old, looked right into my wild eyes and said, "Don't do it, Mom. Don't do anything stupid." I began to vomit. I was completely and utterly overcome.